Hey guys, it's Kara from iStampin.com. Thanks for joining me today. Today I have this really sweet card using the new stamp set that you can find in our Occasions catalog. It's called Hanging Garden right here, and this is perfect for coloring. So you'll have seen a trend that I've been on the last month or so, really since the Occasions catalog came out, and I am just enjoying coloring so much. So you're going to see, you know, that those kind of stamp sets are apparent, you know, a little bit more prevalent in the Occasions catalog, and this is one of them. And I just had the best time making this card, coloring in this beautiful planter with our Stampin Blends. And the note card that you see right here that has this really cute little tone-on-tone pattern in Pool Party, and then this absolutely adorable matching envelope with that fun little crumb cake scallop pattern. This is actually one of the free items that you can choose from our celebration brochure. This is the Tutti-Fruitti cards and envelope pack. So I did a card a few weeks ago using this same card pack. I think I used this, no, I think I did this one. I think I used the lemon lime twist. So anyway, I'm using it again. So we have the Pool Party, the Calypso Coral, and that fun pattern, Daffodil Delight, and then the lemon lime twist. That's the, I did a Valentine's Day card or something, or used a Valentine's Day set. Anyway, and then these are the coordinating envelopes. So the flap has the same pattern as the card, and then there's a coordinate or a different pattern on the inside that creates it like a liner. Isn't that cute? I love that one. And then there's the yellow. So like I said, these are free during the month of or through the end of March, which, goodness, we're in the last week of February, so we have just a little over a month left of celebration. So if this is something that you want to get for free, all you have to do is just spend $50, at least $50 in my online store before tax and shipping, and you can get this item for free. But I'm going to show you how to make this card. It's really fun. So the first thing that you will want to do is, just like I said, just pick out which one of the planners, the hanging planners, you want. I chose this middle one. And I like to stamp, you know, because I've been doing a lot of coloring this spring, or since the Occasions catalog came out, I've been learning a lot with the Stampin Blends, and I find that I like the way the Stampin Blends lays on the thick Whisper white cardstock. So I would recommend using that. The other thing that you're going to want to use is Memento Tuxedo ink. So here I've just got a scratch piece of paper, and then I'm just going to stamp this right here. So it's going to look like that. Now I'm going to do the coloring. This does take a little bit of time. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit so you can see this easier. So, you know, what I recommend is, if you enjoy coloring, you know, put on a YouTube video, put something on Netflix, whatever, and just enjoy the peacefulness that you will experience while you're coloring in this image. These are the colors that I have chosen for this. I'm going to be using the Smoky Slate combo pack to color in the planter. I've got the Crumb Cake combo pack to color in that liner that the plant is sitting in. And then for the leaves, using the Old Olive combo pack. And then for the flowers, well, we have some daffodils, and so I've got Daffodil Delight, the perfect color for that. And then for the other two sets of flowers, I'm using Pool Party just to tie in the, you know, from the card base, and then Calypso Coral. So I'm using combo packs on all 6 of these colors. Okay, so I will just speed this up so you don't have to watch me color, and if you have any questions about the coloring, just comment below or reach out to me, and I'll be sure to help you out. All right, and so there is our colored in image. And what I did with these light blue flowers, there was a lot of white space after I colored it, and I thought that kind of looked a little weird. So, and you can kind of see it right here. So let me fill this in too. So I came in with the lightest pool party, and I just colored in just to kind of give the appearance that that whole part is just filled with those light blue flowers. Kind of takes away that white space, and I think it looks a little bit better. All right, so the next thing you're going to do is to grab your that's not the right ones. Here we go. You're going to grab your largest stitched shape framelit, and you're going to take this on over to your Big Shot and die cut that out. And while you're die cutting that out, go ahead and get out your layering squares framelits, and you will die cut in Crumb Cake the largest scallop frame. So you're going to need both of those. And then what I did in my sample card, you'll see here that I added a second layer, so there's 3 layers here of this pool party cardstock. We don't have a framelit that is in between the largest scallop and then the largest stitch shape frame square. So what I did is I just cut a piece of pool party cardstock. So this measures 2 13/16 by 2 13/16. And if you need information on those cuts, I will link a video that I did quite a few years ago showing you where the 16th and 8th inch marks are on your trimmer, just to kind of, you know, not make it so scary when somebody says 2 13/16, because I would have been like, what is that? So anyway, let me go die cut this out, and then we will start putting our card together. Okay, so here we have it. And what I did is I put this up on Dimensionals. So just go ahead and grab them. And that's just going to be popped up on the pool party. Okay. And then let's just grab our snail, and we'll just attach this to our crumb cake. And so you just want to make sure that all your scallops are even on all 4 sides. So this just allows the scallops just to peek out just a little bit, so just like that. Okay, and then let's go ahead and bring in our card base. And so the cards are white on the inside, so it's really easy to write your message. And I'm just going to be putting that over here to the left, so go ahead and just attach that again with snail. So it's going to be about like that. Let me make sure I'm straight. Next, you'll just want to grab some Crumb Cake cardstock, and I chose to use Sending Lots of Love. I'm going to go ahead and use that one again. You can see that we have some other ones, and but I'm going to go ahead and use that same one again. And I'm just going to ink this up in Memento Tuxedo ink. Okay, so like that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim this down, but I want to leave enough space, enough cardstock on the right side to notch it. And then on the left side, that's where I'm going to be attaching my button. So let's just go ahead and trim this down. And I just eyeball all of this. And if some of it is too long on the left side, I can always go back and trim it. But I'd rather have too much cardstock than not enough, because then you got to start all over again. Okay, so it's going to look like that when we're done. So I've gone ahead and notched that right side, and I am going to be using our brand new True Gentleman buttons. You can find this in our Occasions catalog. It's in the back with the what's it called? It's that really nice, okay, True Gentleman suite. So that's on pages 44 and 45. So this suite right here is really geared for Father's Day. Beautiful, beautiful collection, some really pretty colors. But anyway, you can see that the True Gentleman buttons are right here on page 45. And I've missed buttons. I love buttons. I used to add these to my projects all the time. So I was really excited to see these back in the catalog. And then I'm just going to use some linen thread. This is actually some linen thread that I have on my desk from the paper pumpkin kit. So I'm just going to feed this through and tie a bow. You don't have to do this part if you don't want to. You could just actually just tie a bow and use a glue dot and just attach it to the top, but I'm going to go ahead and do it this way. Okay, so there's our bow, and I'm just going to make it a little bit smaller. So just pull the tails. Okay, whoops, let's make this one just a little bit smaller. So you'll just fiddle with it until you get the size that you want, like so. And I'm just going to come in here and trim off the tails. I may have to trim them again. And so that's going to go about right there. So it looks like I do need to cut this just a tad. Okay, and I'm going to use glue dots to attach the button onto the cardstock. Okay, and I can trim this side just a little bit. All right, so let's bring our card back in. And so what I want to do is I want to adhere the banner on top of the stamped image. So because I put this up on dimensionals, that means I'm going to have to double up on the dimensionals on the banner just so that it can be the same level. So I'm going to put one here and one there. Then I'm going to peel off the backing of both of them. Then I'm going to stick a dimensional right on top of each of them. And then I'm going to put a glue dot on this end so that it can attach to the stamped image. Okay. And that's just going to go like so. And there we have it. Just a really simple card, but just quite a bit of detail with the coloring. But you know, a really simple card. So let me bring in the first one that I did so you can see. You know, each of your coloring is going to be different, so that's what makes coloring so much fun. But again, this was using the Hanging Garden stamp set that you can find in the Occasions catalog, along with the Tutti-Fruitti cards and envelopes, which is a free item in our celebration brochure, and then also using the True Gentleman buttons in the Stampin Blends. All right, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed today's project. If you have any questions, be sure to comment below. If you liked today's video, give it a thumbs up. Head on over to my blog and subscribe to my newsletter so you can stay up to date on what I'm doing. And then also, if you don't already subscribe to my YouTube channel, please do. All right, guys, have a great day and join me tomorrow for iStampin Live. Bye.